play an horror game? Yeah, why not? What are we gonna play? We could play Astray. Really? That's like Amnesia, but in a museum. Yeah, right. Oh, we can play Black Soul. Really? That's like Resident Evil, but shit. Yeah, that's shit. We can play Five Nights at Wario's. Really? That's basically Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Is there really nothing original? Come on, let's play Silent Hill 2. That's better. In the last few years, horror video games have drastically changed after the advent of Let's Plays and reactions on YouTube. This caused many people to believe that horror games have gotten more and more popular, with rip-off of Slender the 8 Pages, Amnesia and Five Nights at Freddy's, as well as over 150 games featuring zombies on Steam. However, most of these games have gotten a bad reputation for being developed in a lazy way, and lacking a lot of things that make classic horror games loved in the first place. Here is everything wrong with horror games today. The thing that made something like the original Resident Evil or Alone in the Dark scary was the atmosphere. Thanks to the brilliant and unconventional use of fixed camera angles, entering in a new room meant finding a new monster ready to kill you or discovering a new save room. This same game series later on got rid of the creepy atmosphere by thrusting you in action set pieces. I think that the Silent Hill games, as well as Resident Evil Revelations, at least tried to maintain a creepy atmosphere, especially in the excellent playable teaser for Silent Hills. Another modern game that has some great atmosphere is Five Nights at Freddy's. Being stuck in a place, unable to do anything except to protect yourself, created some of the most intense moments of last year. On the other hand, we have The Evil Within, a game with some good set pieces, but boring level design. Many believe that Resident Evil 4 was the game that changed the horror genre forever, and I actually agree with them. For better or worse, Resident Evil 4 created a new subgenre of horror games, the action horror. Action games in which you battle weird-looking monsters. Another example is Dead Space. They both start out as an horror game, and after 1 hour you have bought a shotgun or a javelin launcher, you start slaying enemies left and right. Action game? Yes. Horror game? Not so much. Another big problem are the characters and the story. Silent Hill 2 is still the king of survival horror, and the main reason, I think, is the story. The story of James Sunderland, a man struggling to deal with the death of his wife and his inner demons, captivated gamers everywhere, making everyone understand that you didn't have to deal with some demonic cult to make a story captivating and making you care for someone. Telltale's The Walking Dead is, to a lesser extent, a survival horror, with a convict trying to protect a little girl from the dangers of a new world. Try to compare these stories and these characters to the unlikable Edward Carnby from the remake of Alone in the Dark, or the boring Daniel from Amnesia, as well as the unnecessarily convoluted plots of Resident Evil 6 or Fear of 3. If you don't care about what might happen to your main character and his goal, you can't invest in the story and thus not being scared. And the biggest problem, in my opinion, is the lack of originality. We can put all the horror games in 4 categories. The run from a monster and collect shit, like Amnesia or Slenderman. The shoot the monster with a ton of weapons, like the recent Resident Evil or Dead Space. The cult classic, like the first Alone in the Dark or Resident Evil. And the can do shit, the newest genre started by Five Nights at Freddy's. There really isn't much variety, and whenever you review a new horror game, you almost feel forced to use the label like Amnesia but, well, like Resident Evil but, and that pains me. Horror games are just like horror movies. You have to craft a good atmosphere to make you feel like you are in that creepy mansion or haunted city. You make your player care about your main character and his goals, and you give him something different from the usual stuff. Only this way everyone will see horror games as something more than YouTube games, but as a legit form of entertainment and art. It's been 14 years since Silent Hill 2 was released, and everyone remembers it, while almost no one talks about the 3-year-old Silent Hill downpour. I think that proves something.